What is up, guys? Mega Matt here with a quick pickups video, and I'm going to be doing something a little different in this video. I'm going to be showing you a barcade I went to when I went to visit my sister down in New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I usually visit my sister once or twice a year. I've never been to this barcade before. We never really didn't even know it was a thing until this last time. Um, but I went, did some game hunting while I was there, but I only found one game, and frankly, I only found one game for the entire month. The last month was a little tight with money. I didn't really find too much or didn't really get out as much. The end of garage sale season is pretty much over because it's cold here out. It's getting a lot colder here out in the Midwest. But when I was out there, I usually go to a few game stores when I'm out there. I don't typically find a whole lot. I have found some stuff in the past. But I went to a store called Gamers Anonymous. It's probably the better game stores out there. There is a chain of stores, kind of like my local chain here, Disc Replay. There's a bunch of them across Illinois and Indiana, and I think Michigan has a few or whatever. But anyway, there's another game store called Nobles out there, and they're all over the city. But this place had two locations, and now they're only down to one. I'm not too sure why that happened. Maybe because of the pandemic. Not too sure. But anyway, it's a really cool game store. There's tons of stuff in there. I didn't really get permission to film in there because the owner wasn't there, and I don't know, the employees were kind of weird about it. But anyway, lots of stuff. They had like a lot of like strategy guides, manuals, and like stuff you wouldn't typically find at a regular game store, as well as they had posters and all kinds of gaming stuff. But they do have a glass case when you first walk in, and usually there's not too much in there, but it was kind of loaded this time. But I did see this game. I didn't know if I really wanted to pick it up. I just picked it up because I don't find this game. Never really see it very often. Don't really see it at conventions either, unless I'm just not looking. I'm not really looking for Wii games. This is actually a Wii game. It's uncommon. We got Castle of Shikigami. I hope I didn't butcher that. 3. And based on this cover, you're probably thinking this is like an RPG, right? Nope. It's a shoot 'em up. I would never think, not knowing anything about this game, that this was a shoot 'em up. This looks straight up like a Japanese like RPG role-playing game. But pretty nice. It's on the pricey side. Here's the tag just fell. I paid $60 for it, so it's about what it goes for. So definitely gonna check it out. But this is the only game I picked up this month. I don't know. I haven't had like a one game a month pickup in a while. It's just been slow. I've been working a whole lot too, and life gets in the way and everything. But now I'm going to show you guys a video of me walking through this barcade. It's called Holmes Pizza and Arcade. Really cool place. Right when you walk in, there's just like a huge like dining area where there are a bunch of tables and everything, and you can order. You go up to the counter, you can order food. There's local beers on tap. We ended up getting some pizza with pepperoni and green chilies on it. Green chili is like a big staple out there in New Mexico, so you can get green chili on basically everything if you want it. But there was a lot of local art that was posted. None was for sale, because I was thinking about maybe picking something up that would fit in my carry-on, but none of it had prices on it. None of it was for sale. But there's that huge dining area, and then there's like 3 arcades in the front, which you'll see in the first mini clip. And then the second clip is the actual arcade. You walk through like a doorway in the back, and it's all dark, just like a old arcade. There's a few arcades in the middle, cabinets, but on both sides, like of the walls, the left and right side, it's mainly pinball machines, which is cool. I love pinball. I'm not the greatest at pinball myself, but I love to play some pinball. Everything is on quarter play. There is like an old quarter change machine in the corner next to like an old school like soda machine. So everything you had to put quarters in, unfortunately. I thought it would be maybe you pay a price and everything's on free play. That's how like most other arcades are nowadays. But that's fine. I didn't have a problem with that. So a lot of cool games in there, as you'll see. And then I took some footage of the walls up towards the top, and it was decorated with a bunch of like old arcade marquees. Very cool. There's another place that I visited closer to downtown Chicago that has something similar like that, where it's a bunch of marquees and they're all lit up and have lights around them. It's really neat feature. So, but yeah, that's all I got for me blabbing. So, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the tour walkthrough of this arcade. And until next time, take care.